in the capital markets, as they always do. And we thank you for that support. Before we start officially, I will ask Mrs. Janice McKinley, the group's Chief Financial Officer, to come and move a word of prayer for us. So we always start.
Good morning. Let us pray. Lord, we come before you with thankful hearts. We acknowledge you. As it is written, you have given us the power to create wealth. As the VM group lists the preference shares, we ask that you bless the shareholders and that they may continue to increase in wealth. Lord, help the VM group to survive in these challenging times and to be able to continue to grow and make profits. We ask for wisdom, and to wisdom add knowledge, and to knowledge add understanding. Lord, as the VM group promotes financial education to our members and clients in Jamaica and the diaspora, we truly seek to transform their everyday. Lord, we thank you for your guidance and ask that you strengthen us and grant us courage to boldly embrace and execute on our audacious strategies. Lord, bless Jamaica, land we love. Amen.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Janice. We always have to start our ceremonies in that manner because it is by his guidance that we're here. So I did promise that we are short and sweet and right to the point today, so we're going to go right into the ceremony. I'm going to ask our Managing Director, Dr. Marlene Street Forrest, to come and do the official welcome and her opening remarks.
Are you seeing how low this is going? Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome you all this morning. Allow me to welcome Mr. Devon Barrett, our Director, Jamaica Stock Exchange, and CIO of VM Group, Mr. Michael Morris, Chairman, VM Group, Mrs. Gina Robinson Foster, Director, VM Group, and it's a long welcome, but I think it's necessary. Mr. Matthew Wright, Director, Mr. Brian Golson, Mr. Michael McAnuff Jones, all directors of VM Group, Mr. Colin Worf, Director, VM Group, Mr. Courtney Campbell, CEO, VM Group and VMFG, Mr. Peter Reed, Deputy CEO, VM Group, and I didn't see Rez as yet, Mr. Rez Burchinson, CEO, VMIL, Mr. Paul Elliott, CEO, VM, you see what they are doing to me, right? VM Building Society, Mr. Michael Howard, CEO, VMTS, Miss Natalie Bennett, CEO, VMPM. Wow, there's a lot of VMs. Mr. Brian Fraser, Deputy CEO, VMIL. Miss Alison Morgan, CEO, VMPS. Mr. Maurice Barnes, CEO, VMI. Then we have Miss Andrea Kelly, General Manager, JCSD Trustee Services, and other members of the JC team. Members of the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. Yes. Andre started out by saying that so many of the senior persons are here today. And really, I'm happy to see that, because it's not only supporting the fact that you are listing, but it is also supporting the Jamaica Stock Exchange. So I think that really indicates to me, at any rate, how important we are to you and you are to this market. I'm very pleased that you could be here today to participate in not only one, but 3 listings. I see Devon's bright smile, because when I saw it, I said, definitely this is good. Of 3 tranches of preference share on the JSE private market. We are excited about the listing of VM Financial Group Limited preference shares, Class A, with a listing value of 8.52 billion, Class B with listing value of 608 million, and Class C with listing value of 1.89 billion. And really what this says to me is, having raised this by exempt distribution, there is still interest in the market, whether it is a listing on the main market, the junior market, but just in the capital market in terms of raising and funds, and that one can effectively raise funds if there is confidence in the company. People are going to still put that money in if they feel that it is attractive, there's an attractive return, and that the company is going to apply it sensibly. So this is a testimony of what people feel about VM. I'm going to stop it at VM, because there are so many VMs, Exactly. This listing also confirmed that more issuers of securities can come to market or can raise capital to either list on the main market, the junior market, the US-denominated market, the bond market, or any of the other markets that we have at the stock exchange, which really was designed to ensure that there are so many options. I'm equally pleased today, as this is the 5th listing of securities since the start of the year, and the 3rd listing on the private market. With 10 securities now listed on the market, and that's the private market, it moves the exchange closer to the 15 securities we anticipate to be listed on the market this year. Now we have 10. And I want you to just think about VM and say that obviously, Devon, the other 5 can come from VM. So, we are looking forward to it. It's just July, and we have a few months. So, Rez is not here, but Brian, yes. So, Brian, we are holding you to this, right? Yes. We are excited to have securities of both VM Financial Group and VM Investment listed on the private market and the main market, respectively. As key partners, because we consider you key partners, Denise, I see you, we are going to go into other markets, right, soon. We are anticipating further listings on other markets. Those are to come. And we know that you will be there with us as key partners as we effect those this year. These listings today have increased the total listed securities on the main market of the JSE to 148. But I want to make a point that we were at 100 mark recently and we had delistings. So we were really glad, because this is a historic moment again, that we are now back to 100. Can we have a... this is really a very good moment for us. Including these preference shares, the number of companies listed on the private market is now 12. And the number of companies, securities is 12. And the number of companies, 7. Devon, you know that we have many markets, even in the Caribbean now, that don't have 12 and 7. So for the fact that we have just started the private market and we have 12 securities listed and 7, we are doing something right. And today, when these securities are listed, we know we have it's in a time when there's global uncertainties. We just did our survey recently, and what came out of that survey was that the market is still uncertain. And, you know, it reflects the fact that the market is down. But, you know, this morning I'm just appealing to persons to say that there are good opportunities in the market. And we must look for those nuggets and continue to come to the market because the market is ours. Take advantage of the fact that we have in Jamaica a strong, fair, efficient, and transparent market. So we are encouraging VM Wealth, VM Investment, all VM Group to spread the word that you need to come back to market. On behalf of the JSE Group, we want to thank VM Group for considering the market as a viable option for the listing of these securities. As you list today, the exchange group consisting of the JSE, the JCSD, the JCSD Trustee Services stands ready to assist you as you navigate any part of the capital market. You know, we put our finger in each area so that we have diversified the exchange. So anything that you want to do on the market or within the capital market, come and talk to us, we can assist. I want to close, though, by speaking about the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. It's a preference share listing, but I want to talk about the JSSE and also the fact that in terms of the social activities that you have, still come and talk to us about that. And I also, though I'm not a part of the STAR team, I want to encourage you to support the STAR initiative as brokers, as individuals, because that is going to affect how Jamaica continues to grow and to develop. Once again, let me welcome you all to the exchange and to this listing.
Thank you, Dr. Forrest. And I was confident that you would mention the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. And while we welcome our guests today, we will continue the shameless plugs because I have to talk about direct market access, DMA, and Andrea is here. We have the opportunity now to, through our brokers, penetrate the Canadian markets and within a few weeks, the US markets as well. Right now we have 2 brokers signed up for direct market access where you can directly, through your local brokers, access the order books of the Canadian markets, soon the US markets. We need some more brokers on board. A footprint like VM that is so heavily embedded in North America especially, we need VM Wealth in this. Say no more. That is just to introduce Courtney and set him up properly. But, and Brian. But before I ask Courtney to come, last night I was with the VM team at the JMEA mixer. And I was branded Stock Exchange, and somebody has come to me and said, "What happened to the market?" And I said, "Nothing. Nothing." And this is evidence of that. When a company with a pedigree of VM can choose to invest not only in your own infrastructure and your own house, but investing in Jamaica generally, because I'm sure this capital is being raised to offer more to customers of VM and to the general public investing in Jamaica. So what is wrong with the market? Nothing. And the other one that we always use is Warren Buffett, who would say, be fearful when others are being greedy and be greedy when others are being fearful. So whenever there's the other one, of course, which Don used to use with us, is never waste a good crisis. But I don't think this is a crisis, but it's an opportunity. And as a result of that, the bold companies are the ones who will step out at a time like this and take advantage see the opportunities and take advantage of them, and present the opportunities to your shareholders, your members, and the general public. So I applaud VM for that. And just looking down this list, Dr. Forrest, and reading, I can see the massive growth in VM over the last 10 years, because a lot of these subsidiaries that are now profitable and extremely important in the group either didn't exist or were smaller than they are now, to the point now that when VM travel, this is the amount of people that have to go with you. So we're very impressed, and we're happy to have the VM team here. And without further ado, I'd ask Courtney to come forward with his remarks.
Thank you very much, Andre. And first of all, wish to acknowledge the CEO of the Jamaica Stock Exchange, the Managing Director, Dr. Marlene Street Forrest, and I have to pause to congratulate you, Dr. Street Forrest, on the excellent leadership that you have offered to the stock exchange over the years. When we look at the diversification, compare the Jamaica Stock Exchange, say, 20 years ago. That would be what, 2003 to 2023. And you look at the new services that have been introduced over the period, the e-campus, you know, the excellent work that the JCSD does, the private market, the US market. I think it is evident to all that, you know, everything rises and falls on leadership, and the JC has benefited from strong leadership. Well done. And then I acknowledge it has been a team effort, so I acknowledge all the other leaders of the Jamaica Stock Exchange and the VM leaders, starting with our chairman, Mr. Michael McMorris. We have another external director, Mr. Michael McAnuff-Jones, here with us, and several executives. I won't go into all of them, but I know Johnny said prayer. Devon, our CIO, Judith Forth-Blake, our Chief Customer and Brand Officer, CEO of VMTS, Michael Howard, Natalie Bennett, CEO of VM Pensions Management, our Chief Sales Officer, Conroy Rose, our Chief of Staff, Natasha Reed, our Head of Corporate Affairs and Communications, Clover Moore, Denise Marshall-Miller, who works very closely, and of course, Brian Fraser, Deputy CEO. So, can I stop there? Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. And the emphasis is on good. Emphasis is on good, because this is very much a good morning for us here at the VM Group and for investors in the VM Financial Group preference shares, who we represent today with tremendous pride. I'm pleased to celebrate this moment envisioned long ago by our board of directors, some of whom are here today, and you heard me introduce our chairman, Mr. McMorris, and a passionate executive leadership team who provided faithful and fervent guidance and rallied Team VM to what is a significant moment in the organization's storied history. At a special members meeting in May of this year, I emphasized what was known by the VM team before, that a new day has dawned at VM. The restructuring of the organization, effected in February this year, and today's listing of the VM Financial Group's preference shares are major activities of a new era for VM that will be defined by greater urgency, even bolder ambitions, and a deeper passion for helping to transform the lives of our members and clients. I offer my thanks to our directors for your committed, passionate approach to the governance of the enterprise. I offer my thanks to the leadership team for your continued pledge to always reach for greatness. And I offer my thanks to the wider Team VM, who tirelessly executes on our mission every day. To investors, we thank you. Investors in the VMFG preference shares, more than 200 of you, for committing in excess of $11 billion. And we thank And we thank all members and clients of the VM Group for being part of the spirited journey that we are on together, leading to greater financial inclusion and many more lives transformed. You know, if we think about it, in a challenging market characterized by tight liquidity and rising interest rates, we raised more than the targeted $11 billion from accredited investors via exempt distribution. The funds have been and will be applied to strengthen the capitalization of our key operating subsidiaries, to bolster our resilience in this uncertain environment, and to support our exciting growth plans. We are currently exploring a few regional partnership opportunities and seeking to expand our payments business. In Jamaica, just like Andre said, we are focused on supporting the productive sector and facilitating the growth of the Jamaican economy. Examples, VM Building Society is investing in boosting our business services capabilities, while VM Investments continues to build out our private equity business line. VM Pensions Management is working very closely with the Jamaica Manufacturers and Exporters Association to offer retirement solutions to their staff so that they can be even more productive. And in the UK, VM Finance has introduced 2 new loan products to meet the needs of our clients. And this will result in increased hard currency revenue. So this is all evidence that we are committed to our purpose of empowering our members globally to achieve financial well-being. Friends, the new VM is here. And we are ready and energized for the exciting days that are ahead of us. God bless Jamaica, and God bless you all.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Campbell, CEO. Certainly a blessing to have you all here. Mr. Burchton is here. Please come forward, sir. Can't leave you out. We thank you for being here. Come up front, man. Right. Okay. We are a few minutes away from 9:30, so I'm just going to ask Renard, Deputy Chief Regulatory Officer of the Regulatory and Market Oversight Division, to come and make his short remarks and then present the private market rulebook to the chairman. Renard White, please come forward.
Of ceremonies. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All protocols observed. On behalf of the JSC, and in particular the regulator arm of the JSC, we want to congratulate the VM Group on a successful listing on the private market. Notwithstanding the name private market, of course, rules and regulations still apply. And of course, you don't get to the age and stage of VM Group without firm regulations, right, and good corporate governance. So we are indeed confident that this will continue. You continue to partner with us at the JSC to ensure that strong corporate governance is maintained and that the integrity of the market is maintained. So again, congratulations on the successful listing and all the best.
Michael, please come forward right in front here so we can get the photo opportunity. Thank you very much. All right. So I will now ask who's doing the insertion again, Courtney? Oh, Mr. Chairman. Chairman, please come forward, and your executive team, Dr. Marlene Street Forest, and the executive team from VM, as we now make it official. Sure. All right. Well done. Well done. Long time coming, yes. Congratulations to the team. And I will now ask Mr. Brian Fraser, Chief Executive Officer, Deputy Chief Executive Officer, VM Wealth, to assist us with the closing remarks. Finally, the mic after politically correct.
All right. Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And you know that this is a historic occasion because I saw where my boss, who is on vacation, is actually here. So, Rez. But let me first thank everyone present today to witness this historic occasion, which, as the president says, it's a goal for us at the VM Group and obviously for us at VM Wealth as broker for some time now. The successful listing of the VM Financial Group preference shares on the Jamaica Stock Exchange private market is in fact a monumental event. It represents more than just the final step in the execution of the first capital raise initiative by the restructured VM Group, but more importantly, it underscores, as our president said earlier, the fact that our members and our clients are excited about the prospects for growth of VM as a group going forward. Our various sales and investment teams who were instrumental in hitting the ground running, prospecting in accredited investors, sharing information, securing commitments, having daily deal meetings. I mean, some of them I unfortunately couldn't attend, and boarding shareholders and working with our external partners to execute the process smoothly. It represents what can be done when we come together as a team around one common goal and perform in alignment with the VM Group cultural belief of together we are a winner. And at this point, I just want to acknowledge, I know the president mentioned some names, but I just want to mention a few of the persons and the units who played a key role across the group in executing these transactions. So I know it's Ronaldo would be very happy to hear the first unit that I'll thank is our legal and compliance team. Right? Yes. Our customer and brand team, our treasury units, and our group head of sales. Conroy Rose is here. He marshaled the team. Our chief investment officer, Devon Barrett. Our capital markets team, led by, Dwight Jackson. I don't think I said Dwight. And, special mention to, the young man who actually was the lead on this transaction. He's right here, Javon Von Reel. Fresh from honeymoon. Excellent job. And just generally to our sales team and all our support units. So I just want to big up the entire VM team. Yes. Yes, Jenna. No, man. Javon, the camera is here, man. The camera is here. All right. So, gentle folks, the execution of this transaction further demonstrates the competence and the commitment to excellence that has consistently been displayed by the VMwell team as lead broker. Building on the momentum of having brokered the largest listing on the junior stock market and leading on one of the most successful APOs last year. Once again, the team has showed its competence in delivering a solid investment opportunity and marshalling the processes with, from the infancy stage to this final stage of listing, all through our convenient digital channels. So shareholders who were interested were able to use our industry-leading VMwell IPO Edge portal to register their subscriptions, and they are now, they will now have the opportunity to access their accounts and keep up with their performance of the investments via our VMwell online client portal. So ladies and gentlemen, the work, as our president said, is by no means over, but I'm encouraged by the confidence that has been expressed through the uptake of this offer and the work of the team and our external partners to take this transaction through to its final stage. While this may seem like the end, it is really the beginning of another phase of execution and further bold ambitions, as Courtney said, that we want to pursue going forward. Now, the VM team will be more purposeful in carrying out the work necessary to ensure that we deliver on our investment made and, to deliver on behalf of our shareholders. Thanks to everyone on the team and to all external stakeholders for the role played in supporting the execution of this offer. We look forward to the next phase of our growth, indeed to the listing, as Madam Street Forest said, the listing of more successful transactions. And we do invite you to continue to partner with us and support us, the VM team, as we seek to transform lives and build our nation, Jamaica land we love. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Brian. And we'll definitely note and expect that you will deliver on the promise so that Renard don't have to call you, Dr. Marlene don't have to call you to follow up on anything. You will call us and say, report all the successes. So we're at the end now. I want to thank the entire team for being here. Thanks to the CBX team for putting the function together and recording it for posterity. The team here is so large that if you guys want to have a board meeting, we can just rent the room to you today. If you can just stay all day, test the second-tier leadership, make them run the companies today, and stay here with us today. Okay, so I thank you all for being here. AI. Right, so thank you all for being here. Certainly, I see Mr. Cameron just walking in. Hello, sir, how are you? Happy to see you. Those of you, thanks to Janice for the warm prayer leading us off, to Dr. Street Forest for her comments, and certainly to Courtney, Renard, Michael, and Brian for really inspiring a very good day. Some of you may have to be staying a little longer, we understand, because you might have meetings with CBX or whatever, but we thank you all for being here. You can stay as long as you want, and we are happy to have this. We have refreshments on the outside for those who are physically in the room. So again, have a good day, a good start to the weekend right here, and we look forward to bigger and better things from the group. And please support us as we will support you.